with some crocodile action?
Let's do it, guys.
What do you reckon? Let's do it. All right, Nick, who are we feeding today?
Today we are feeding a crocodile that grew up at the zoo, just like Vinny and Robert, one of the first crocs that Steve worked with here at the zoo. We've got Monty.
Oh,
Monty.
Monty.
The OG.
You want to take the honors?
All right, let's do it.
It's all yours.
Monty, yours, mate. Thank you, mate. All right, guys. Now, Big Bad Monty is going to start to make his way out. So what we're going to do is direct our attention just there to the front of the canal. All right, here we go. Now, really watch him here because this croc is in his element. You'll start to see this massive shape, this ominous shadow making its way out. Now, don't be fooled, he might look a little small from there, but this is a force to be reckoned with. Here he comes. Oh, watch him, watch him. Come on, mate. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, big boy. Here he comes. He's getting all the power from his tail. Oh, look out. Come on, big boy.
Takes him like half an hour to get across the canal.
Look at him go. Oh, all right, now as he starts to come up here, this is where it starts to get a bit more nerve-wracking. He's going to put on the strike. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Ready, guys? Ready? Come on, man. Come on. Here you go. Here you go, big boy. Come on. Up here. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. How good was that? Come all the way out. Or are you going to stay there? What do you think, big boy? What do you think? What do you think, big boy?
Careful, Robert.
Oh, watch him. Look out. All right, you can stay there. Here you go. Ready? Here's the strike. Oh, he's got it. Good boy. Oh, he's going to come out even more. He's going to keep coming. Come on.
He's on fire.
Oh, he's on fire today. How's that high walk? Here you go, mate. Oh, that's awesome. Good boy. Big round of applause. Didn't he do well? What a little legend. Well, as you might be able to tell, I don't think this is Monty.
Not quite, no.
A little bit small.
Couple more foot.
We shrunk him. Well, what do you reckon? Get the real Monty?
Get the real Monty?
Sounds good.
I'll be right back.
Thanks, mate. Oh, that was good.
Awesome, Robert. That was fantastic. But you are right, that wasn't Monty.
No, it was not.
That wasn't even a crocodile.
No.
It was actually an American alligator.
I was afraid of that.
But you know, there's an easy way to tell the difference between the Australian saltwater crocodile and the American alligator.
Okay, what's that?
One, when they leave like that,
Yep.
one you will see later, and one you will see in a while. And that's how you tell.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that was good. That was good. You did well. You did well.
We are going to get Monty out, but can you do me one favor?
Yes, what's that?
Don't pick him up.
Got it. I'll try not to.
Okay. Now, I got to tell you something about Monty before we bring him out, and it's something I don't really want to mention in front of Monty. So please, we must keep this to ourselves. I'm not being hurtful, I'm being realistic, and at some point we may need to do an intervention. However, I will show you some footage of Monty in the wild, and you'll see what I mean. This is Monty hunting. Oh dear. Let's give him one more try. Let's give him one more try. Okay, yep. Monty's a little bit mass challenged, but I believe in him. I think he's going to get something this time.
You'll see what we mean when you see it.
Oh dear, that's just a little bit so. When Monty comes out, we're all going to mention how big and strong he is.
Yes.
Got it?
He's just a tiny bit chubby. He may have put on some COVID kilos. During lockdown, he may have eaten a little more than he exercised.
Yes, so we're going to try to get him to take one step away from the cupcakes. And we'll go to the big screen and we'll watch Monty coming out. Oh, Monty.
Look at him.
Here he comes. Isn't he powerful?
Look at his belly, it's so round.
Oh, yes. So Monty first came to Australian Zoo more than 40 years ago, and at that time he was about 1 meter long and Steve was about 1 meter tall. And Monty and Steve literally grew up together. And the more Steve got to know this crocodile, the more he really came to love him. And the more Monty got to know Steve, the more he just really wanted to kill him. So, lucky for us, Monty hates Nick almost as much as he hated Steve. That's beautiful. So what we're going to do today is teach you how to be safe in crocodile territory. It's pretty simple. There's just a few rules about croc territory. They're aquatic predators, so if you stay away from the water, you'll never have a problem with a crocodile. You know, they're not bears. They don't run on land and climb trees. They can't fly. So the only problem you'll ever have with them is in the water. So what Nick's doing is really a big mistake. You should never stand that close to the water's edge in croc territory. And whatever you do, no matter if your fishing lure is hung up, crab pot, snag, whatever you do, don't go in the water with the crocodile. That would be crazy.
I don't know if I should read too much into it, but it's probably not a great sign when your boss pushes you in the water with a crocodile. Now you can see him getting pretty excited, but he's still beneath the surface of the water on vibration. Now he's all excited.
Come on. Look at the food, dude. Look at the food. Come on. That's it, Monty. Come on. What a beauty. I love this crocodile. Nick, see if you can get him across the creek and live. Good job.
Alright, now as soon as we hit the water, you can see Monty's eyes light up. He knows this is where he can swim at the cruising speed of a dolphin, so I'll get out. There's not an awful lot of room over here, and he can strike out and hit this fence in one go. So if I seem a little nervous at any time, it's honestly because I am. Batteries are on. Can't get through there anymore. You go. Oh no, Miko, he's knocked that into the water. Can you just, Brucey, can you come and grab that sausage for me, man? Now you've seen him strike from the edge of the water, but Bindy's going to show us another spot where Monty's absolutely dynamite. It's all yours, Bindy.
Thank you. I'm here with this really gross piece of dripping food. Yum! Alright, we'll see if Monty can come vertically out of the water. Nearly his entire body length. This enables them to grab a fruit bat on the wing, to grab a bird mid-flight. Monty, come here, buddy. Look at the food, not my head. Good work, Monty. That's so beautiful. Oh, I love Monty. We're going to get his favorite. It's a rat burger. Good throw. These rat burgers are very tasty.
And they're fresh from Crikey Cafe as well.
They're not fresh from Crikey Cafe, Robert.
We call them chicken burgers. Fine.
Not called chicken burgers.
Monty is a gorgeous crocodile. Alright, Monty, now you have to go get my brother. You gotta go get Robert. He's
He's finishing his rat.
Oh, he's been on his rat. He hates it. He's
Oh, he doesn't like his rat.
Rat, that's gross.
And look, it just sinks. Rats do not make good flotation devices.
Good advice.
Yeah,
Remember that, kids.
Stop looking at my legs, Monty. Come on. Come on, Monty. Come on, big boy. I'm not getting any closer than that, mate.
Oh, just a little bit close. Oh, sorry, it's on me.
You're alright.
Whoa!
What do you reckon, mate? What do you reckon?
He just wants you to get a little closer.
Put on a good strike, mate. You've earned your chicken.
There you
Good
go.
boy. Big hand for Monty. He's a legend.
Big hand for Robert, everybody. How awesome was that? certainly reminds you of someone, doesn't he? Now, this is a perfect opportunity for us to really hit home that message of just how easy it is to live alongside these amazing animals. You could see there, Robert was only a couple of metres away from Monty, and he was too anxious to get out of the water because he knows that he's dangerous in the water and at the water's edge. We can literally sit down here in front of Monty, and he's really not that interested. Maybe even lie down, but not for very long. But you'll notice all he's really interested in is when we get closer to the water, he starts to get a little more excited like he is now. If we stay 4 to 5 metres back from the edge, and like Bindi showed us, we don't overhang the water in crocodile territory, give these beautiful animals the respect that they deserve, you will never come into conflict with one of these amazing animals. For over 200 million years they've been on the planet, one of the world's most important apex predators, and the health of our ecosystems relies on these amazing animals. So they deserve our respect, and above all else, they deserve our protection. What do you think, Terry?
I think you're absolutely right, Nick. He's just a beautiful, beautiful animal. And a little bit crazy. Robert, see if you can get him a bit fired up. Robert's got a nice big food item, so what we're going to do is see if we can simulate how a crocodile would hunt in the wild. Robert's got a piece of meat on a rope so he can simulate a struggling animal. Monty strikes. He grabs that piece of pig meat and he instinctively tries to take it back into the water. So Robert's going to jiggle that rope like something struggling, and Monty loves it. He absolutely loves this. He thinks he's actually overpowering something. Death roll, you little ripper! We've got a death roll. Crocodiles will roll an animal off its feet to drown it very quickly. This is the best part of Monty's whole day. He absolutely loves 2 death rolls. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! It's like when you throw a stick for your dog, or you throw a little piece of paper or feather for your cat. They can't resist it. He loves this. He's like, oh, I've got something now, for real. Maybe it's Robert, fingers crossed. He's so excited. Those death rolls are instinctive. If he has something in his mouth, it will drown very quickly. So he uses, and then he got really angry for no apparent reason. Oh, he's got it again. That was weird. Let's just go with it. Let's not pretend we let go to go get Robert. Let's just pretend we let go for no apparent reason. Excellent. What do you think, Robert? I have no idea what he's doing, but he's being really strange. Come on, Monty, you can do it. He's got 64 very long, sharp, penetrating teeth. These teeth are like bullets that sink deep into the flesh. And he's got his lungs. Good job, guys. That was fantastic. Monty, look what you caught all by yourself. Did you catch that? You're amazing. Look how clever you are. Is that more delicious than the rat? Is that more delicious? Where are you going? You're like a really dangerous pool toy. Look at you go. I'm not sure what he's doing. Are you going home? He's certainly not attacking me because he's looking like he's heading home. So he's got his food. He feels he killed it fair and square. And I think he's taking it home, maybe to his little girlfriend. He does have a girlfriend. She's very cute in her little leather jacket. Are you going to take that home and share? I don't think Monty knows what share means, but that's okay. Look at him. He's so happy. Robert, you made him so happy.
Good boy, Monty.
It's like Steve Irwin Day and everyone gets a delicious snack.
He's very proud of himself, showing everyone.
Don't you love him? Look, he's like, look what I did, guys. Okay, now he stopped, but there's a very good reason why he stopped. See, it's quite a labyrinth, a maze of canal systems. And he's got to get through all those canals to find his way home. And he knows he has a problem because he is a male crocodile, which means if he gets lost, he cannot ask for directions. The whole time he has to say, oh, I know exactly where I am, even though he's totally lost. So we know that's going through your mind right now. It's confusing, it's scary. I have an idea. Robert, what do you think about helping him home? how should we help him home?
Yeah, it's a good question. You know, I think at this point we're really going to have to pull out the big guns, and I reckon we need to infringe on Monty's territory. What do you reckon?
When you say we should infringe on his territory, what exactly do you mean?
Well, I thought we should put Bindy's husband to the test. What do we think? Should we get Chandler in there? All right, Chandler, you're up and you've got no room to work, so good luck.
All right.
Oh dear.
Let's see how you go, Chandler.
Chandler, he's gonna be fired. Please be careful. My baby has a dad.
Don't panic. Don't worry about Chandler. The water is heated.
Oh, great.
It's very pleasant in there. Monty's mouth is full.
Oh my
What
God.
do you worry? He's a wakeboarder.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's got his meat.
Wakeboarder. He's great. We'll go to the big screen and see if Chandler comes out. He's fine. He's loving it.
Great.
He's going.
Yeah, and it's a great example of why you don't enter the water with a crocodile.
Is that the example for
It's teaching people to be safe.
by putting Chandler in the
Yeah.
water?
It seems like a logical thing to do.
Wow, he is steaming, isn't he?
Look at it. It's like, I'm just going to hit Chandler with this piece of food.
My word. Monty, you are so funny.
You have food in your mouth, dude.
He
What?
wants to kill Chandler.
What is
I
that?
think it's the enjoyment of food more than actually eating it, you know?
Oh, is that
I can
it?
relate.
He's a